Hey folks, this is Jeff here. Welcome to another episode of Real Country with Jeff and Melanie. It's supposed to be fantastic, fun Friday, yay! And I'm working like a dog out here in the heat on back 40 of my little property, trying to clean up. We've got a lot of plans of things we'd like to do around here. But since I made up with a severe case of terminal porboitis, I have to do everything by hand with what limited equipment I have, which is usually a weed eater and a chainsaw. We would like to come out here on the back of our property and instead of just letting it be woods, even though I love the woods, we got just enough land and not enough. You can't really have a big time farm. You can't really do what you want to do. And just sitting with some scrub brush and a few whoppers of trees, you can't really get nothing done. So I've decided that I'm going to take down a lot of the big dangerous trees. We love our shade. This was a little 2-acre hardwood bottom, and it's beautiful back here. But over the years we had big trees and it formed a good canopy, which kept the undergrowth down. But the last 4 or 5 years off and on, we've had a couple of bad tornadoes, and every time they come by our house and go through the woods, they're knocking down them big trees, actually pulling them up out of the ground, throwing the root balls over. And I'd like to have some outbuildings. We've joked about building us a little country club, just a little shack that we could do some outdoor grilling and cooking on and sit under the shade, and maybe at night enjoy a bonfire and relax. But before I start building anything, no more money than I've got, I don't want to build it and then have a monster tree come down and destroy it and then have to start all over and waste time and money. So I got out here today and was going to try to take 1 or 2 of the biggest pine trees on the property out because they're the most dangerous. And of course, every time I cut a decent tree, it turns into a widowmaker. So let me show you what I mean. This tree is probably, I don't know, 75 to 100 foot tall. It's so big around I can't reach around the base of it. And let me show you. This is this big old monster. I cut it down. It started to fall exactly the way I wanted it to, but it jumped off the stump, as you can see. Went in the ground. Excuse the sunlight peering through the trees, but it hung up in the top of this. I'm not sure if that's a bay or a hickory tree. But now it's even more dangerous because until I can get it down on the ground, it's what we love to call a widowmaker. So the only way I know to get it down is to take down the big tree right there that the top's hung in the fork. And when I go to take it down, hopefully the weight of the pine will push both of them straight up that embankment there where they won't be in the way and won't hurt anything. But to cut it, that puts me under the widowmaker. Boy howdy, ain't we having fun now? So, just thought I'd turn on the camera, film a little bit of it. If I get squished, maybe somebody will find the camera and they'll know what stupid thing I did that took me out. So bear with me. I'll set the camera up and we'll see what we can do. This tree has a little smaller tree coming off to the side. I don't think it has anything to do with supporting the big tree, but I think I'll drop it first, get it out of the way, and then start notching on this one, and hopefully the 2 of them will go onto the ground and I can cut and run like a turkey before I get squished. But if I do, Melanie's got a good policy and she's been wanting all my toys anyway. So folks, bear with me. Let's set this baby up and let's see what happens. This video may be a little long, but hopefully we'll see what's going on here. Gonna get a little noisy. I'll try to set it up where we can see. And like we said, maybe everything will turn out good. Ooh, I'm crooked. My camera legs are crooked as I am. And I'm joking. I try not to be crooked. Let's see, folks. Okay, let's stand this up just a little bit. Maybe that'll be what we want. Bear with me, here we go. Well, ha ha ha. That's good and it's bad. Miss Melanie don't get to cash in her insurance policy yet. But remember what I said, folks, no matter what I do, every time I try to cut a tree down, I'm left with a widowmaker. So we were lucky. We got the big pine down, and look what happened. I got another widowmaker. Look at that. You think you'd have the decency to at least fall. But no. Another widowmaker. I ain't living right. There's something wrong. But folks, that's a long video, but I like this situation a lot better than the last one. So folks, hope y'all have a good weekend. I'm gonna play cutting some of this tree up. Hopefully I'll have a lot of good firewood out of here, a lot of good logs for material, and hopefully a lot of carvings and log benches I can make. But if you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We need all the help we can get. If the good Lord's willing, the creek don't rise, we'll see y'all on down the road. Y'all have a good evening and be careful out there. And kids, do as I say do, not as I just did. Y'all be careful.